Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 20th, and this is our weekly update. My name is Maura Curran. I'm on the Scituate Select Board. And here with me this morning is Jim Boudreau, our town manager. Bill Burkhead will not be joining us. Today is the last day of school, so congratulations to the staff and all the students for a wonderful year. We hope they have a nice summer. Just a quick update on meetings. Lots of meetings tonight. So not everyone can be at the same place at the same time. So pick your poison here. We've got traffic rules and regulations, Coastal Advisory Commission, the DEI Committee, and water resources. So please check the website. Some of them are Zoom, some of them are in person, and they all have important topics to cover. Tomorrow there is a Recreation Commission meeting, so please check the website as well for that location and time. And just a couple events that are happening this week in Scituate. Don't forget the Summer Bandstand Series continues on Thursday the 22nd. I believe it starts around 6 p.m. at Cole Parkway, so get out and enjoy that. It should be a nice evening. And then just a reminder, this Saturday is the annual MS ride that comes through town. So thousands of riders come through Scituate, so just please keep an eye out as they ride through and be safe. And with that, I will turn it over to Jim Boudreau.
Good morning. Before I start with water, I just want to remind people that you've seen on social media that the bear has been in Scituate the last couple of days. We asked to just leave the bear alone. It's doing fine, moving on its way. So don't bother the bear. The bear won't bother you. You don't need to call the police or let anybody know unless the bear is threatening you or harming someone in any way. But we've seen the videos. It's pretty cool. It seems to have moved on to Cohasset and Hingham. But if it comes back this way, if you see the bear, just please leave the bear alone. He's doing his thing, and he'll be fine if we don't bother him. So our water update, the reservoirs at +2. Last week we were +1. Tack Factory ponds at +3. Last week we were +1.5. But our average daily demand is up to 1.840 million gallons a day. Last week we were 1.74 million gallons a day, so almost 100,000 gallons a day. We asked that people start conserving. If the water usage keeps going up, we will have to impose a harsher water ban. We are under our regular water ban that the state imposes on us. That is started May 1st. All outdoor watering must occur before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Automatic irrigation systems are 1 day per week. You can go to the water department webpage and find out when you are allowed to water based upon your voting precinct. So we ask you to start conserving. We do have water in the reservoir on the pond, but it goes fast when those usage numbers do go up. I spoke to Eric Langman down at the water treatment plant today. The DEP is scheduled to do the final inspection on the iron and manganese pilot project contactor that's down there. Once that is done, they'll do some backwashing and that. Hopefully it will go online this week. As people are aware from our previous updates, there's iron and manganese in our pond water. When it gets warm and the reservoir levels drop, that iron and manganese precipitates back into the water and it goes through the plant. The plant normally does not treat for that. And that was a large source of our brown water last year. So this project will run that water through the iron and manganese contactor, hopefully take all that brown water out and give us a really good summer this year in terms of brown water issues. So that is ready to go online. We expect it to go online later this week, next week, but definitely before the real high summer usage starting around the July 4th holiday. Tomorrow you'll see the contractor for the Route 3 water main project starting to do erosion control along the corridor between Old Oak and Bucket and the Stearns Meadow site. This project is the installation of a raw water line from Old Oak and Bucket Pond to the site of the new water treatment plant at Stearns Meadow. When the water treatment plant is constructed, we'll pump the water from Old Oak and Bucket to the new treatment plant for treatment prior to going out in the distribution system. While they're putting in the new raw water line, they will also be replacing the service main on 3A, which serves the houses on 3A and the surrounding neighborhoods. So you'll see the contract out there this week, starting erosion control, with construction starting after that. We'll let you know when that's going to happen. It will disrupt traffic on 3A, but as people know, the summertime is the time we can do these projects. The contractor will be as good as he can allowing traffic through. Traffic will be going in both directions, but you should expect delays when that project starts going full steam. If you go to the lighthouse, this week the contractor is scheduled to start removing about 4.5 feet of brickwork on the outside of the lighthouse. When that brickwork is removed, they'll be pouring what is essentially a concrete dome on the inside of the lighthouse. This dome holds up the concrete slab in the actual lantern room. Once that dome is poured and done, the brickwork will go back up, be redone, and when we're all finished, we'll completely paint the entire exterior of the lighthouse. So don't be surprised when you out there and notice that the lighthouse is significantly shorter than you remember it being as the contractor continues work on that project. Scituate Food Pantry is still looking for donations. If you have donations for the Scituate Food Pantry, please help as best you can. The need for food does not go away in the summer. Donations can be made at local supermarkets as well as the food pantry and the Scituate Public Library. Their need is great. The work they do is fantastic. So if you can help out, we ask that you please do so. Finally, today is the last day of school for the Scituate Public Schools, as Mrs. Curran said. So we ask that you be a little more careful when you drive around. Be aware of the pedestrians, the bikers, the children that are going to be on the road instead of being in school over the summertime, particularly around the parks, playgrounds, and the beaches. So just take a little extra care when you're out there driving and make sure you're aware of the pedestrians and the children that are going to be out there, so we have a safe summer for all of us as we move forward. That is really all I have for today. A little slow this week as we prepare for the July 4th weekend. I hope everybody has a nice week. We got some sun, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Jim, and happy summer to all, and have a great week. Thanks all.